Hi, Mellie and Mommy. I thought I would read a story this way because then you can go back and you can replay it if you want to. And I'll do another story maybe later or tomorrow, but I just got home. Hope you guys liked your tacos. So this story is called Madeline in London. And these Emily used to love when I would read her these. I know there's some Madeline cartoons probably on YouTube or some channel, but we love Madeline. She's a little girl who lived in an orphanage in Paris. So this book is called Madeline in London. It has really cute pictures. Here's her and her friends on an airplane, and here's two little girls riding on a horse with a British soldier. So let's just see. Okay. So here's the beginning of the story, okay? In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 9:30. The smallest one was Madeline. In another old house that stood next door lived Pepito, the son of the Spanish ambassador. An ambassador doesn't have to pay rent, but he has to move wherever he's sent. He took his family and his hat. They left for England, all but the cat. So here's her friend leaving for England, but they left the kitty behind. You see the kitty? He didn't get to go. "I'm glad," said the cat. "There goes the bad hat. Let him annoy some other kitten." At the ambassador in Great Britain, the little girls all cried, "Boo-hoo, we'd like to go to London too." In London, Pepito just picked at his dinner. Soon he grew thin, and then he grew thinner. And when he began to look like a stick, his mama said, "My, this boy looks sick. I think Pepito is lonely for the Madeline and the girls next door." They're trying to see what's wrong with Pepito, and the doctor came to visit. There's Pepito up there. His papa called Paris. "Hello, Miss Clavel. My little Pepito is not at all well. He misses you and he's lonesome for Madeline and the little girls next door." This is Miss Clavel. She's the nun, and she takes care of all the little girls that live in the orphanage. "May we request the pleasure of your company? There's plenty of room here at our embassy. Quick, darlings, pack your bags and we'll jet out to the airport and catch the next jet." So Miss Clavel's going to let the little girls all pack their suitcases and go visit Pepito. Fill the house. So Pepito and his family are really excited. They're going to fill the house with lovely flowers. They're going to fly their flag from the tallest towers. For Pepito's birthday, they told him to bake the most wonderful birthday cake. And please put 12 beds in 2 straight lines, for the last one will be Madeline's. So they're setting up the house for the little girls to come visit. "Welcome to London. The weather's fine. And it's exactly 9:30. "Good heavens," said Miss Clavel. "We've brought no toy for His Excellency's little boy." Said Madeline, "Everyone knows, of course. He always has said he craved a horse." In their little purses and in Miss Clavel's bag, there wasn't enough money to buy the meanest nag. But in London, there's a place to get a retired horse to keep as a pet. They're going to go look for an old horsey to bring Pepito. Oh, look. And when they went to the place, they found a horse that was gentle, strong, and sound. There's a horsey they're going to get for Pepito, a nice old horse. Some poor old Dobbins are made into have too much to do, but not this one. Look, he's good as new. They washed him and polished him. "Happy birthday, Pepito. Happy birthday to you. This lovely horse belongs to you." And they gave Pepito the horsey. What a nice thing to do. Just then, ta-da, ta-da, a trumpet blew. Suddenly, outside and off he flew over the wall to take his place at the head of the Queen's Lifeguards, which had always led before the Royal Society for the Protection of Horses had retired him from His Majesty's forces. Look at that. Look at that pretty picture. The Pepito and Madeline are on the horse, and the horse is trying to jump away. Ta-da! Wow. Oh dear, they've gone. What a pity. Come, children, we'll find them in the city. And they're looking everywhere. All the 12 little girls are looking, the 11 little girls are looking for Pepito and Madeline. Careful, girls, watch your feet. Look right before you cross the street. Always look before you cross the street. Hi, Teddy. Teddy's here. He's listening to the story. He's behaving, believe that or not. Oh, for a cup of tea and crumpets. Hark, hark, there go the sound of trumpets. Wow. These birds have seen all of this before. Watching all the horsies go by in the parade of all of the officers, and then all the little girls going by too, and Miss Clavel. And they're trying to chase Pepito and Madeline on the horse. But they're glad of an encore. And the birds were happy because they went by again. The horsies and the carriage. And so are the people on the ship and the shore. They were happy to see the parade of all the officers going by. There's the Tower of London. There's the Tower Bridge. And now it's getting really grand. Here comes the mascot and the band. Look at Pepito and Madeline on the horse. They're leading the band. Is that not funny? Okay, Teddy. Sorry, Teddy is wanting to be part of the story. Shh. The people below are stout and loyal, and those on the balcony mostly royal. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at the parade. And all the soldiers. And there's Pepito and Madeline in the middle of the parade in front of Buckingham Palace. Wow. The show is over. It's getting dark. In the city, in the park, dinner's waiting. We must be on time. Now let's find Pepito and Madeline. Well, isn't it lovely? They're standing sentry right here at the Whitehall entry. This is the power and the beauty. In England, everyone does their duty. See, they finally found them and they slowed down for a minute. Visiting is fun and wonderful. Let's celebrate a lovely day. Everyone has been well fed. Everyone was in bed. Look, they're eating and they're singing happy birthday to Pepito. And they're in bed because they're tired. What a long day. Only one was forgotten. He'd been on his feet all day long without anything to eat. Well, the horsey's like, hey, what about me? I did this wonderful parade and no one's feeding me. So he's eating the apples off the tree. In a cottage that was thatched, wearing trousers that were patched, lived the gardener who loved flowers, especially in the morning when their faces fresh with dew smiled at him and said, how do you do? The gardener, who was never late, opened up the garden gate. The gardener dropped his garden hose. There wasn't a daisy, there wasn't a rose. All my work and all my care for naught. Oh, this is hard to bear. The gardener's sad. He gets up every morning and somebody ate all of his flowers and plants and fruits. And he's sad. Where's my celery, carrots, tomatoes, and my beans and peas, and not an apple on my apple tree? Everybody had to cry. Not a single eye was dry. Even the turtle. Oh, look who's lying there with his feet up in the air. He has a tummy ache. Quick, Pepito, go get the vet. So Pepito, the horsey's not feeling good, but he just has a tummy ache. And Pepito rode on his bike to get the vet to come help the horsey because he had a big tummy ache because he ate too much. The vet said, don't worry, he's only asleep. Help me get him on his feet. As a diet, there's nothing worse than green apples and roses for an old horse. Dear lady, said Miss Clavel, we beg your pardon. It seems that the horse has eaten up your garden. See, they're trying to make him feel better, and he's starting to get up. He just had a bad tummy ache. He ate too many of the wrong things. A little sunshine, a little rain, and it will all be the same again. Pepito's mother said, quite so, quite so. Still, I'm afraid the horse must go. Pepito's mother doesn't want him to have the horse anymore. Then Madeline cried, I know what to do. Pepito, let's take care of him for you. Fasten your seatbelts. In half an hour you will see the Eiffel Tower. Madeline, Madeline, where have you been? We've been to London to see the Queen. So the horsey's going on the plane, and the 12 little girls and Miss Clavel are going on the plane back to Paris. And here's Pepito and his mom and dad saying goodbye. And here's everybody and the horsey back in Paris, back to the house where the little girls live. At last, sighed Madeline, we are able to sit down without being 13 at a table. They brushed their teeth, and they gave the horsey his bread and covered him up and put the horsey to bed. Look, Mellie, you have a horsey that you can put to bed too. And at my house, you put the horsies to bed in their stable. See? See that? You put the horsey night-night. Good night, little girls. Thank the Lord you are well, and now go to sleep, said Miss Clavel, and she turned out the light, and she closed the door. There were 12 upstairs, and below one more. Look, the little girls are going to sleep, and the horsey's downstairs sleeping too. Isn't that wonderful? And that's the end of the story. That's Madeline in London. That was great, and we will read another story another time. Love you, Mellie. Get ready for bed and put your jammies on. That was fun.